Hey guys, Bret Rasmussen here. I want to take a few minutes today and talk about one of my favorite apps, OnX Offroad. I like things that are easy, and OnX is really so easy. I use it on my cell phone. I can use it to track my route anytime I'm in the backcountry. There's just a lot of cool features, but I want to break one feature out today, and it's about route planning and being able to share that with my riding group and before we leave, and then everybody's on the same page when we get there. I'm going to start with my laptop, creating the route, which can also be done on a smartphone, but it's a bit easier on my laptop, and then I can share it with my riding groups. And at the same time, it will sync with my smartphone. So when I get to the trailhead, I just whip out my phone and open the route that I planned, and away we go. It's just that easy, and I want to show you guys how I do that. Here we go. I've got OnX Offroad up on my laptop. I'm going to turn on snow mode. It's pretty cool. When I push the snowmobile feature, it brings in the pink lines, which are the snowmobile trails, the established groomed trails. Of course, we only use those to access the backcountry, but it's a kind of a cool feature to have that. I'm going to leave the avalanche forecast off for now, but I'll turn on slope angle shading, and you can see it's the shading makes it clear which are the slopes that are the steep and avalanche prone slopes. Now at this point, I've established that I want to start at the trailhead right here, so I'll choose my line tool from the toolbox and choose free draw right here, and I'm just going to choose black because I think it shows up better. So I'll start right here at the trailhead, and I can draw a line across my proposed route, and I'm a little bit uneasy here, which that might be the route I follow with my snowmobile anyway. We'll see how that works out, but more or less I just want to follow this groomed trail. And now, because I don't like groomed trails that well, maybe I want to make a shortcut right here, and I know it's doable. The slope angle shading shows me that it's safe. It's barely 30 degrees, and I cut off a few miles of pink trail, and then I get back on. This happens to be a switchback area, and if you can see my cursor, it's maybe well ahead of my line, but it's doing some calculations as we go. Anyway, leading us up here too. I'm looking for this area right here. It looks like a nice area to play in. There's a good slope, shows some red slope angle shading, which indicates that it's in the 35 to 40 degree range, but there's a lot of green and yellow if I have a concern about avalanches. Anyway, I'll just lead my route plan right into there. It's catching up to me, and right there. And so there's my planned route, and my idea is that I can share this with my riding group, and we'll kind of rendezvous at this point and have lunch and play around in the trees and on the slopes. I'm going to save it as route plan for January 18th, and I can actually change the route lines to dashed. I think I kind of like that heavy dashed line. It's easy to look at. I can make some notes if I choose to, but I'll just go ahead and save it at this point. And now it tells me the total length of my trip, my planned route. It's 6.8 miles from the trailhead to my rendezvous spot. It also tells me that I started at a 5,200 foot elevation, and my high point along the route is 8,100 feet. And as I draw the line across the chart, it shows me on my route what the elevation is. It's just a kind of a really cool feature. The other thing I can do is I can tilt the map, and it kind of gives it a little more contrast, so I can see that I'm going up a canyon and through a little ravine here, and then I can actually zoom up and look at this spot right here. I can turn it around, and it looks like when I do that, there's probably some pretty good country right in this area. It's green shaded to yellow, a spot of red there, which is going to make it a pretty good challenge. Maybe I can get some of my buddies stuck in there or hung up in a tree. Well, that's really my goal, right? To have some fun with the guys. Now that I've saved my trip plan, I can choose share. And at this point, I can send an email. I can copy the link and send it via a social media app, or I can just click on send email, type in the email address for each of my friends, and they'll get the link to their to our planned trip loaded in their smartphone, and away we go. I can just type a little note here. Let's meet at the trailhead at, say, 10 o'clock with your lunch. Let's get all ready to go, and we'll have a great day. And so that's my trip plan at this point. And now I'm going to go get my sled loaded up, and we're going to go rock the mountains. Now that I am at the trailhead, I'll turn on my OnX Offroad, and it automatically centers around my area. I can see the line that I created earlier for the route plan, and if I click on the line, it opens the route plan and makes it clear and plain to see. At this point, I can turn it back off. The line's there. I know where it is. I have a pretty good idea where I'm going to go. But I'm going to turn on my tracking, record track, and we're set. I'll gather my group, do a departure check, hit the trail, and I'll get my phone out as we get up on the hill and see if it tracked us and if we're still on our designated route.
Hey, I think there's a real cool zone we need to hit right here, guys. Come on over.
So I'm almost to the destination of our planned route. I got ahead of the group a little bit, and so I thought I'd just stop and check while I'm waiting for them to see what my track looks like according to my route plan. And it's, you know, I deviated a little bit, but I saw a funner route, right? So I took it, and a little bit of challenge never hurts anybody. But you can see on my phone where the trailhead is and where the black dash route is our planned route, and the red dashes are my track for today. And so I came up here. I'm not exactly where my destination is. It's just around the corner here, but I know where it is. And the other thing I just want to bring up is on my phone is the line. I want to make it more legible route plan. So now you can see the route plan on top of my track. It's more legible, and winds up the snowmobile trail. We go off trail a couple of places and in looking for some really cool terrain to play in. But anyway, this is a demonstration of how I use my smartphone and the OnX Offroad app. I hope that you all have a good time with that, and I'll post a link for a discount code if you're interested in this app. It might save your bacon sometime. Let's head up the mountain, guys, and have some fun.